Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. So sweet it hurts your teeth. Hae-in x Wang Haozhen are back for their second collaboration in Hard to Tease, delivering another heart-melting attack. Girls, anyone who survived Sui Sui Yiying knows exactly what this means. The moment their second collaboration was officially announced, the end of year atmosphere was instantly turned up to maximum. No exaggeration, this CP didn't just return, they came back with a full-on emotional ambush premiering exclusively on Hangul on December 19th. Hard to Tease had already smashed 700,000 reservations before airing. Not even on screen yet, and the hype is already uncontrollable. That kind of heat doesn't come from nowhere, it's the result of real chemistry, built trust, and audiences willingly lining up to get their hearts stolen again this time. The setup is deliciously bold. Hae-in plays Zhai, a free-spirited, world-traveling photographer who lives by instinct and follows her heart without hesitation. Wang Haozhen transforms into Dr. Zhai, a restrained, almost ascetic doctor who looks like he's sworn off romance entirely. On paper, it's a classic contrast, but the execution? Completely next level from the very first encounter. Zhai doesn't wait, doesn't test the waters, and definitely doesn't play coy. She comes in full direct attack mode, acting bets on first meetings, stealing a kiss, and disappearing without explanation. Confident, fearless, and refreshingly unbothered, she embodies the kind of female lead viewers have been craving, someone who dares to love loudly and apologetically. Meanwhile, Dr. Zhai looks calm and untouchable on the surface, but the cracks appear fast. His ears turn red when she gets too close. His gaze lingers when she walks away. The so-called forbidden desired doctor is clearly losing control, frame by frame. What makes it addictive is the reversal. The man who looks like an emotional iceberg ends up being the first to fall completely. Once the switch flips, the drama enters its most dangerous zone. The cold doctor becomes a walking jealousy generator, quietly obsessive, subtly clingy, and painfully honest in his affection. No over-the-top declarations, no forced dominance, just small, devastating gestures that scream "I'm done for." That contrast alone is enough to send viewers spiraling. What truly elevates Hard to Tease is that the sweetness isn't shallow. Yes, it's sugary. Yes, it's heart-racing. But beneath the flirting and playful misunderstandings lies a surprisingly grounded emotional core. The story weaves in real-life pressures, emotional boundaries, and the fear of getting hurt after past disappointments. It's not just about falling in love, it's about learning how to stay. Visually, the drama is stunning. Shot on location among Xinjiang's lakes and open landscapes, every frame feels like a postcard. The natural light, the flowing costumes, the quiet pauses between dialogue, all of it amplifies the romance without drowning it in excess. Compared to their first collaboration, the styling and cinematography have clearly leveled up, giving audiences both emotional and visual satisfaction. And then there's the CP magic. Wang Haozhen and Hae-in don't just look good together, their chemistry feels instinctive, like two frequencies naturally aligning. Their eye contact is half the storytelling. Their silence feels intentional, loaded with meaning. This is the kind of pairing that doesn't rely on loud marketing, it survives on new at value and word-of-mouth obsession. That's why viewers aren't just watching, they're investing emotionally. Many fans are already calling this the perfect example of a second collaboration done right. No repetition, no fatigue, only upgraded storytelling and deeper emotional payoff. One drama built the foundation, the next one detonated it. In a short drama market obsessed with speed and instant gratification, Hard to Tease proves that sweetness hits hardest when it's earned. It's bold without being reckless, romantic without being empty, and addictive without being disposable. So be honest, when the CP comes back stronger, sweeter, and more dangerous to your emotional stability, how can anyone resist? This isn't just another drama, it's a heart-stealing curation, and we're all willing items. What makes Hard to Tease even more irresistible is that it completely refuses to rely on cheap melodrama. No absurd misunderstandings dragged out for 10 episodes. No third-wheel villains popping up just to stir chaos. Instead, the entire drama runs on a lean, confident rhythm, high-density sweetness, rapid-fire humor, and emotional tension that never overstays its welcome. Every episode delivers at least one famous scene moment. The snowy night rescue, where Dr. Zhai rushes through the cold with barely controlled panic in his eyes, instantly rewrites his emotionless persona. The lakeside stargazing sequence feels like a soft confession without words, two people sitting shoulder to shoulder, pretending to admire the galaxy while clearly orbiting each other. And then here's the push and pull flirting, the teasing glances, The half smiles, the deliberate pauses that make viewers scream, "Just say it already." What's dangerous is how natural it all feels. These aren't sugar moments stacked mechanically for fan service. They flow from character logic. Zhai's boldness isn't written as a gimmick, it's an extension of her freedom-loving soul. Zhaiking's jealousy doesn't turn him into a controlling cliché. Instead, it exposes his vulnerability and fear of losing something he never planned to want. That emotional consistency is exactly why audiences get hooked so fast. Comedy is another secret weapon. The humor doesn't rely on exaggerated slapstick but comes from personality clashes and timing. Zhai teasing Zhou's self-control, Zhou silently sulking while pretending not to care, the awkward pauses after accidental intimacy. These moments land because they feel lived in. You laugh, then immediately realize you're smiling like an idiot. Visually, the drama is operating at full capacity. The filters are soft but not repressed, preserving skin texture and natural light. Costume design subtly reinforces character traits. Zhai's relaxed, layered outfits echo her free spirit, while Zhou's clean, restrained wardrobe mirrors his emotional discipline, until love starts loosening his edges. When those styles begin to overlap later in the story, it's a quiet but powerful visual metaphor for emotional convergence. Most importantly, both leads are fully present in their performances. Wang Haozhen proves once again that restraint can be devastatingly attractive. He doesn't need loud declarations, just a slight tightening of the jaw or a fleeting softness in his eyes to pull viewers in. Yiying, meanwhile, shines with an effortless charm that feels neither forced nor naive. Her confidence doesn't erase vulnerability, it highlights it. Together, they create a rhythm that feels almost improvised, as if the characters are discovering each other in real time. This is exactly why Hard to Tease feels so addictive. It respects the audience's emotional intelligence. It doesn't spoon-feed drama or over-explain feelings. It lets glances linger, silences breathe, and chemistry do the heavy lifting. In a market flooded with fast-food romance, this drama somehow manages to be sweet without being empty, fast without being sloppy. For fans of sweet romance, missing this drama would honestly feel like eating dessert at a feast. Whether you're here for the thrill of a travel encounter that turns into destiny, or for those moments when the male lead's jealousy meter silently explodes, there's guaranteed payoff waiting. So now the question is yours to answer. Which scene are you most excited for? The first sparks of attraction during their journey, or the instant when the doctor finally admits he's hopelessly jealous? Head to the comments, pick your favorite, smash that reservation button, and circle December 19th on your ender, because this isn't just watching a drama, it's a collective sugar rush, and no one should miss the moment it hits. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.